Hello dear students, myself CMA Padmaja Buzruk. I will be continuing with the topic presentation of financial statements. Go to study note number 2, presentation of financial statements as per schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. I will explain illustration 3. Go to illustration 3. On 1st November 2014, Squash Limited was incorporated with an authorized capital of rupees 200 crores. Authorized capital is given, which is 200 crores, and this is the new company which was incorporated on 1st November 14. It issued to its promoters equity capital of rupees 10 crores, which was paid for in full. To the promoters, they have issued equity capital worth 10 crores and they have received the amount in full. On that day, it purchased the running business of Jam Limited for rupees 40 crores and allotted at par equity capital of 40 crores in discharge of the consideration. On 1st November 14, Squash Limited was incorporated and on the same day they purchased the running business of Jam Limited for 40 crores and for the business purchased they have discharged the purchase consideration in equity shares. Equity capital 40 crores they have given to Jam Limited for purchasing their business. The net assets taken over from Jam Limited were valued as follows: fixed assets 30 crores, inventory 2 crores, customers dues 14 crores, that is debtors, and creditors 6 crores. So 30 plus 14 plus 2 minus 6 is 40 crores, and they have given equity capital worth 40 crores. Squash Limited carried on business and the following information is furnished to you. Summary of cash and bank transactions for the year ended on 31st October 15. 1st November 14 the company got incorporated and they have given you cash and bank transactions for the year ended 31st October 15. Equity capital raised from promoters they have received 10 crores, from others they have received 50 crores. Total receipts from equity for equity capital is 60 crores. Collection from customers 800. Sale proceed of fixed asset 4. So total receipt of cash is 864 crores. So they have sold the asset for 4 crore whose cost is 3.6 crores. It is given in the bracket as 18 crores, but if you see the answer, this 18 crores does not match with whatever answer is given in the book. So make a change and make the cost as 3.6 crores. These are the receipts. Then they have made some payments. Payments to suppliers 400, payment to employees 140, payment for expenses 100. So total payment suppliers, employees and expenses 640. Then they have invested in Upkar Limited 20. Payment to suppliers of fixed assets. Installment 120 and interest 10. This interest is to be shown as finance cost. Tax payment 54. This is the very first year the company got incorporated and they are paying tax. So before calculating the profit they are paying tax, so that means it is advance payment of tax. It is to be shown as loans and advances. Payment of dividend is 10. So closing cash and bank balance is 10. Receipts minus payments is closing cash balance, which is 10. On 31st October 15, Squash Limited assets and liabilities were inventory at cost. This is the year end 31st October 15. Inventory at cost. This is closing stock. Customers dues, closing debtors. Prepaid expenses 2. Prepaid expenses are to be shown under loans and advances on the asset side, as well as from other expenses you are supposed to deduct it. Advances to suppliers. Payment to suppliers is given as 400. It includes advance to suppliers 8. So actual payment to suppliers for goods is 400 minus 8. Now advance to suppliers is to be shown under loans and advances. Amount due to suppliers of goods, closing balance of creditors, amount due to suppliers of fixed assets. This is outstanding amount of fixed assets. Outstanding expenses 6. From other expenses, you are supposed to add this, deduct prepaid expenses and add outstanding expenses. Depreciation for the year is as under. As per Companies Act it is 36 crores. As per Income Tax Act it is 40 crores. Whatever depreciation is given as per Companies Act is to be deducted from tangible assets and it is to be shown in statement of profit and loss as depreciation and amortization. Whatever depreciation is as per Income Tax Act is to be considered for calculation of tax provision. Provision for taxation at 38.5% of total income. There are no disallowed expenses for the purpose of income tax. Provision for taxation is to be rounded off. Calculate provision for taxation at the rate of 38.5% of total income and round it off. For Squash Limited, prepare revenue statement for the year ended 31st October 15, that is profit and loss account for the year ended 31st October 15, and balance sheet as on 31st October 15 from the above information. I'll show you some working note. Working note, fixed assets taken over from JAM Limited 30 crores, fixed assets purchased for which amount paid is 120 crores, amount outstanding is 150 crores. So if you add these three, total of fixed assets is 300 crores, less depreciation as per Companies Act is 36 crores, less sale proceeds 3.6 crores. So after deducting depreciation and sale proceeds, fixed assets to be carried forward to balance sheet is 260.40 crores. Fixed assets sold, book value of fixed assets sold is 3.6 crores. They have sold it at 4 crore. Therefore, profit on sale of fixed asset is 0.4 crore. In the statement of profit and loss account, Roman 1 is revenue from operations, Roman 2 is other income. So this profit is to be shown and as extraordinary income in statement of profit and loss. Why it is to be considered as extraordinary? Because the business has incorporated and within the first year of incorporation they have sold one asset at a profit of 40 crores, so it is to be shown as extraordinary income. Now we'll see schedules or notes which is applicable to profit and loss account. Revenue from operations. There is printing mistake. Make these changes in the dates 31st October 15 and 31st October 14. Note number 13, revenue from operations sales 866. It is not directly given. You are supposed to prepare customers account. Now we'll see customers account. As this is the very first year, opening debtors are not there, but they have purchased business and customers dues they have taken 14, that is this is the debtors balance from business purchase. Customers account to business purchase 14. By bank collection from debtors you will get it in cash book 800. Balance carried down is given. Closing debtors balance is 80. Sales account 866. This is balancing figure. Sales 866. Note number 14, cost of material consumed. Stock taken over, as this is the first year, no opening stock, but they have purchased business from that stock taken over is 2 plus purchases. We'll refer suppliers account for this. Suppliers account by business purchase 6. Creditors balance taken over from the business purchase is 6. Payment to suppliers 400 minus 8. Why? Because this is advance payment to suppliers. So this has been deducted 392. Closing balance of creditors. Closing creditors is given 52. Purchases 438 is balancing figure. Stock taken over, as they have purchased business, stock is taken over to purchases. Just now we have seen 438. Closing stock is given, which is 3. Cost of material consumed is 437. Note number 15, other expenses. Payment for expenses is 100. This is given in the cash book. Add outstanding expenses less prepaid expenses. So total of other expenses, note number 15 is 104. Now we'll see profit and loss account. Profit and loss statement for the year ended 31st October 15. Change these dates wrongly given. Revenue from operations, note number 13, 866. Other income is nil. Total revenue 866. Just now we have seen note number 13. 4 expenses in that cost of material consumed, note number 14. We have seen this. 437 employee benefit expenses. It is given in the cash book. Payment to employees. Finance cost. They have purchased fixed assets. For that installment paid and interest paid, that interest is finance cost. Depreciation as per Companies Act, depreciation and amortization 36. Other expenses, we have seen the note number 15, 104. Total expenses 727. Profit before exceptional extraordinary items and taxes 139. Exceptional item is nil. Extraordinary item is 0.4 crore. I have shown you. Book value of the asset is 3.6 crore and they have sold it at 4 crores. So profit on sale of asset is 0.4 crore, which they are considering it as extraordinary item. Profit before tax from continuing operation 139.4. Now see provision for taxation. Profit before tax from continuing operation 139.4. Add depreciation as per Companies Act 36 less depreciation as per Income Tax Act 40. So net amount is 135.40 crore. Provision 38.5% of 135.40 crore is 52.129 crore. So round it off to 52 crores. So tax expense is 52. After deducting tax from 139.40, profit after tax for the year from continuing business is 87.4. Profit for the period is 87.4. Available for appropriation is 87.4. As this is the very first year, you will not get opening balance of profit and loss account. Dividend paid, this is given in the cash book. Payment of dividend is 10. So carried forward to profit and loss account is 77.4. So in your note number 2, reserves and surplus, you will have only profit and loss account 77.4. Now we'll see the notes which are applicable to balance sheet. In your book only note number 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 are given. Note number 1 to 7 I want you to prepare. Long-term loans and advances, advance tax 54 given in the cash account, inventories at cost, closing stock, trade receivable, customers dues, closing debtors, cash and cash equivalent, closing cash balance, cash book, cash account has been prepared and you have got receipt minus payment as closing cash balance. Short-term loans and advances, advances to suppliers 8 and prepaid expenses 2, total is 10. Now note number 1 I have prepared for you. From 2 to 7 you prepare on your own. Share capital, authorized capital, equity shares of 10 each, 200 crores. Issued, subscribed, called up and paid up share capital 10 crore, equity shares of 10 each, 100 crores, of which 4 crore equity shares of 10 each have been issued for consideration other than for cash. Reconciliation of share capital for equity shares. Opening balance as on 1st November 14 is nil. Fresh issue to promoters 1 crore, amount is 10. Others 5 crores, amount is 50. To JAM Limited for consideration other than cash 4 crores, amount is 40. Less buyback is nil, so total capital is 10 crores and amount is 100 crores. Now we'll see balance sheet. Name of the company is Squash Limited. Balance sheet as at 31st October 15. 31st October 15 and October 14 make these changes. Share capital, note number 1, 100 crores. Just now I have shown you this. Reserves and surplus, note number 2. We are supposed to make this note 77.4 crores. This is profit and loss balance. Only profit and loss balance. Trade payables, note number 352. These are closing creditors. Other current liabilities, note number 4, 156. This is outstanding fixed assets 150 and outstanding expenses 6. Total is 156. Make a note for this. Short term provisions, note number 552. This is nothing but provision for taxation. I have shown you the calculations. Make a note for this. Total of equity and liabilities is 437.4. Note number 6, tangible assets 260.4. I have shown you the calculations. You can make a note. Non-current investments, note number 7, 20. This you will get in cash book. Investments in Upkar Limited. From note number 8, they have prepared these notes. Note number 8, 54, advance tax. Note number 9, 3, closing stock. Note number 10, 80, closing debtors. Note number 11, 10, closing cash and bank balance. Note number 12, short-term loans and advances. Advances to suppliers and prepaid expenses 8 and 2. So total of the assets equals total of equity and liabilities. So in this particular video we have seen how to prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet as per Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013 and various notes and schedules referring for balance sheet and profit and loss account items and figures. Thank you.